Okay. Just checking on some latency stuff. See how it holds in the Warfront. Get our healers marked here. I like to keep track of where they are. That way, if they get in trouble, I can help them, and if I get in trouble, I can run crying to them. Can you help me? Looks like the enemy team's got quite a few clerics. They're always the hardest to kill healers for Bayless. So for this Warfront, the spec that I'm running with Bayless is 61 Warlord, and there's a couple variations on this spec. This particular flavor has got Champion for 13 and Tempest for 2. Tempest gives me range ability.
First blood.
The Defiler. I knew those guys were getting heals. Alright, so I just popped Killing Field there, and that's the Spec's ability to really lay down damage. Defilers are really hard to kill. Toros not so much, Wardens not so much. Defiler's not going down, and my team is. Alright, so let's take a look at the healing here. Yes, so the C-type that I had targeted there is definitely their top healer, so I'm going to go ahead and mark her 1. Myard is in here as well. Myard's a good healer too. So the other thing I should note about Bayless is I am not top rank with Bayless yet. I'm not in Myrmidon here. I'm still in Warlord. Close. I'm rank 79 with Bayless. But hopefully I can at least lay down some pressure so the rest of my team can. Alright, so I just popped no permission to die there, so that if I get killed, yes, which I did, it pops me back up for a little bit of health. The other reason I think they're so hard to kill is because a lot of their heals are instant cast. So the Defiler, before it died, managed to get off at 61 ability on that guy, so he turned into God mode, essentially. Alright, that guy's dead. I need to pop Bayless's Bloodthirsty. That's there. Someone bar. Apologies, I was just retweaking the build this morning, so I was resetting the cluster buttons. Oh. Somebody has remarked Myard as 1. Happens sometimes. Oh. Multiple people mark and then the marks get converted. Bayless is still doing pretty good damage, especially considering he's not Myrmidon. Right now,
Killing
3rd
spree.
overall, 2nd on our team.
Juggernaut.
So Warlord's currently probably the most OP warrior build.
Rampage.
This could be a good test with latency. Yeah, C-type should still be marked. Well, I'm gonna get that back. C-type. It's always fun when you come down and you find that your team's like overrun at the spawn point. Stunlock. I didn't protect. Alright, so I've been harassing the healers, but let's see if I can harass some of the Fang holders, catch them without a healer somewhere. So if any of you aren't familiar with Rift, one of the things I like about it the most is the ability to customize the talent trees. Unlike WoW, which used to have a system where you have 3 souls with only one real viable spec for any given role, at least for clerics anyway. I played cleric. If you wanted to do damage, you were a shadow priest. There was only one real rating spec for shadow priest. Rift is different in that you have many more souls or trees per class, and you can customize them. There are many viable builds. So one of my other favorites for a long time with Warrior was a Paladin Warlord sort of hybrid, and it had good survivability, it had a full heal, but at this rank of PvP, the damage mitigation is so high that it just takes a Paladin Warlord too long to kill anything. At least if you're not Myrmidon. I plan to maybe test it back out once I hit Myrmidon. Slow down. Hot killing the field. I may die soon, and I want to try and get as much damage as possible. Oh, I'm ready. Alright, some damage done there. Bayless still did pretty good overall. 3rd overall in the end still. Latency held too, so that's good. Last night it was just unplayable when we were trying to stream. So there are a couple of different flavors of the 61 Warlord build that I like, and so this particular flavor has 13 champion, and the benefits of that really are to pump up killing field, which is, like I said, the main burst damaging ability for the Spec. And so with Champion, it increases the damage ability that consume attack points by 10%, which Killing Field is its finisher. And then additionally, this ability one of many here increases the damage of area effect attacks, which again Killing Field is, doing damage to a lot of opponents. And then I like Shared Suffering. I could put the other point into one of many versus Shared Suffering. I was sort of doing the math on it earlier, and I really like Shared Suffering because anybody who's hitting you, they stand a high chance of getting attacked back. And so in PvP, if there's a lot of AE going on, you can be sort of throwing out a lot of passive damage without having to do anything. Alright, let me pop my killing spree here. One of the other things I like to do, I have attack target macro, and if I have enough time before Warfronts, I like to macro the potential healers. Library, I could just go ahead and see whether or not. What's the smoke?
Death wish.
Sometimes you step on the port to go down on library and it doesn't take you down. So with this build, I build up a couple of talent points in order to pop Tactical Surge, which gives me a 20% damage increase. And then I go back to 3 attack points and try and pop Killing Field. Sure what marks others have got out, so sometimes I try and pick a healing mark that's just probably different than what others have probably already assigned. That way I don't override somebody else's healing mark and thus remove it off the other healer. Can I kill him before he runs away? He's going to run, which is good for me. If he'd run up to the top, he would have been able to get in range of his healer, and probably would have been able to kill him.
Juggernaut.
Alright, so I'm going to try and drink some to get a chance at combat. Somebody's like, I'm so sick of the fire inside. We must be on a losing streak this morning. A lot of enemies, and my team is not here.
Save me.
I was gonna try and switch to the Fang carrier there at the last to see if I could kill him, but that Defiler's got him pretty well protected. Whew, our team has not had many killing blows. It's probably because they've got such good healers. Bayless is doing pretty good on damage. Bayless usually does. Healing. Yes. Yikes. Alright. See if I can get this back.
Killing spree. Killing spree.
I like using Warlord's pull abilities. Single somebody out, bring them to the group without actually having to go into deep enemy territory. Probably not.
Killing spree.
Saw that backdraft coming, wasn't able to stop it. Have my interrupt bound to my line keys, so it's fast. We are probably still gonna lose this one. You see the Defiler God mode come out, you don't even try. Now that it's gone, now you go back. Rogues like to jump around when they fight. Yes, my kill is up. Oh, yes. Stealth, 3 popped out, killed me. That was clever.
Killing spree. Juggernaut.
You guys might notice I'm playing a very large, male, beefy warrior. You might ask yourself why? Why not a girl? My other warrior, Guardian, is a girl. And, but I decided to roll with big beef guy here. It's a psychological thing. People seem to be more intimidated by him. They run. They're not afraid of a little girl, they don't run. It's actually useful if you can intimidate them, push the enemy team back, get them to scatter, break their ranks. It's usually easier to kill people that way. The flip side is, if they're not scared of a girl, if you have like a little tiny human girl running around, sometimes you can wail on them take half their life before they even realize there's a problem. So it's pros and cons.